Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. So, we just had top 5 reasons to buy the new Sony a77, and on the flip side, I'm going to give you the top 6 reasons you may not want to buy the Sony a77. So first off, we're going to go with the sensor again, the new 24 megapixel APS-C sensor. It's not going to be the cleanest high ISO APS-C crop sensor. So what that means is that if you like to shoot in a lot of dimly lit lighting, not a lot of light, dark rooms, things like that, where high ISO is important to you, probably not the best camera for you. You may be better with a D7000 or even something like a used full-frame D700. So there, number 1, the sensor. Number 2, lack of lens selection. Now, a lot of people will go, whoa, that's not a camera thing, but in a sense it is, because the Sony lens lineup, while it's good and it's growing, is still nothing compared to the Canon or the Nikon lens lineup. So it is a reason to maybe not buy the a77, because lenses are, a lot of people would argue, and I think I'm on that side, more important than your body. So lack of lens selection may be a good reason you might not want the a77. Next up, third, we have the flash system. Now, while I'm sure it's good, it certainly is going to be no Nikon CLS system. The Nikon CLS creative lighting system is second to none. It is the best flash system out there. It's better than Canon's. It's better than anybody's. So that is a reason, if you like using flash, or if you want to get into flash, you want all the flexibility of the creative lighting system, then you may not want to go with the a77. May not be an issue for you, but something to consider. So that's 3. Number 4, resale value is still better for the Canon and the Sony bodies. In other words, if you buy the a77, decide you don't like it, or something new comes out and you want to upgrade or switch, you're probably going to take more of a bath on your resale value on the a77 than you would have if it was a equivalent Canon or Nikon body. So resale, that's number 4. Number 5, no pros shoot Sony. There's a reason for that, and that's because Sony's new on the block as far as DSLRs are concerned. They don't have the lens selection, as I mentioned, and they're lacking in just a built-up name and reputation. So you won't really see any pros out there with a Sony. I'm not aware of any. If there are some, let me know. Post it in the comments below. But as far as I know to date, no pros are shooting Sony. So that's number 5. And number 6, the new AF phase detection, the new autofocus system with the phase detection. While this is really good for video, it remains to be seen if it is good for photography. Is it on par with the Nikon D7000, the Nikon D700, Nikon D3S? Those are really top-end autofocus systems. And while this new a77 phase detection system looks good on paper, and I'm sure it's going to be good for video, I really don't have any question in my mind about that. I think it may be the best one yet for video. Will it be as good as these other systems for photography? And primarily, I'm still primarily a photography shooter, and I don't really need the autofocus. It's not a big deal for the way I shoot video, as it isn't for a lot of people. So, do I want to sacrifice the really good autofocus in the Nikon D7000 for, or the D3S or D700, whatever you're shooting, for an a77, which may be good in video, but not quite up to speed in photography? This remains to be seen. We'll see some. I'm sure we'll see some tests and people commenting on this. But my thought is probably not as good as the Nikon D7000 or certainly the D3S system. So we'll see if it's on par with the Canon 60D. I would think probably still not quite as good as that. This remains to be seen, but something to bear in mind. So there's 6 reasons why you might not want to buy a Sony a77. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon with some new video posts, some new articles, and we'll keep you up to date with what's going on in the world of photography here at artoftheimage.com. If you agree with what I've had for my reasons of why not to buy, post below. If you want to add some, post below. Or if you disagree with me, let me know. Keep it clean, folks. This is the Art of the Image playground, so profanity, things like that, will kick the comments. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Talk to you soon.